Welcome to the Epicenter. This is Frank.
This is Banhammer.
Doppel.
Zebra swirls.
Okay, sorry for being away last week, but now it's the special edition Otakon Aftermath episode. So three of us went to Otakon. Myself, Zebra, and Banhammer. And I believe we all had a great time.
Yep.
Have any you guys want to share any specifics?
It was a good time.
Frank and I cosplayed as Gambit and Rogue, and on the Friday I solo cosplayed Rogue, and I got tons of pictures taken of me by lots of guys, and I was hit on twice.
Yep, by creepy men.
Only twice.
No, it was twice
surprised.
within like 5 seconds, so it was a pretty big deal. Oh, and I killed a Deadpool, so that was
Yeah,
fun.
killing Deadpools with your powers.
Yep.
I ended up seeing the dub for Stardust Crusaders Part 3 of JoJo's. That was pretty good. They're doing a good job on the dub. It's as hammy as it needs to be. Not over the top hammy, not super serious.
My favorite part of that was when the entire theater started singing "Walk Like an Egyptian."
Yeah, they actually got Walk Like an Egyptian. I know what usually happens with licensed music for anime endings. They usually end up not getting it, but I guess they got it for JoJo's.
It's the 80s and it's the Bangles. I'm pretty sure the Bangles would be okay with giving them music to other people.
The artist doesn't matter. It's the recording industry. It's the record company.
I feel like if you have a group named the Bangles, I feel like you'd be pretty okay with sharing music.
No, but it doesn't have to do with the group. It has to do with the record companies.
Eh.
Anyway. Yeah, it was there was not much sleeping done. We got some cool stuff in the dealer's room. All of us did.
Yep.
I got a nice JoJo's figure. I got Silver Chariot. I got my Mario figure, and an Ava statue, and a bunch of blind boxes. And yeah, the Ava statue is really cool. It's from the second Rebuild movie. Right at the end, when he's starting to become an angel, when Shinji's starting up Third Impact. Is it Third Impact?
Yeah.
Yeah, Third Impact, and he has the shiny arm. He does it's basically the closest thing I can get to a figure of Ava Unit 1 doing the shining finger. What were your ill-gotten good? Well, your not ill-gotten goods from the dealer's room.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Well, I
know
went on a $250 shopping spree thanks to my wonderful company that gave me a bonus in the form of an American Express gift card.
Woo!
So I weebed it up. I got like 6 different Blu-ray series. I got seasons 1 and 2 of Yuri Yuri. I got Devil is a Part-Timer. I got Good Luck Girl, and I have the first 2 seasons of the remastered Blu-ray Ranma 1/2. Which
nice.
I have been watching, and I've forgotten how much I really enjoyed that series.
What kind of job do they do on the remastering?
Well, they just made it for what's it called, the up. They just, I guess, bumped up the picture quality. They don't have, it's not widescreen because the thing's so freaking old. A lot of the shit was from the 1980s that they remastered. They just made the picture look sharper.
Yeah, that's how Lane was.
Because I don't really think they can do much more than that since it was shot on the old film. But I have to admit,
Yeah.
the Blu-ray box set's very nice for it, and it comes with this nice little insert booklet thing that has the description for the episode, and I just really enjoy it. Especially early Ranma was really good because you had the martial arts rhythmic gymnastics competition, the combat figure skating competition, the anything goes foot race.
Yeah, I watched a few episodes of Ranma. I enjoyed it.
It was really good before she turned into a hack writer. A lot of people were really pissed with her with the way how she ended that. But every other one of her fucking series has an ending. This one didn't really have an ending. Because
that's weird.
It pisses me off too, because I don't understand why she would do that, and then it just like ruins the entire thing for me, because it was set up to have a really like good, clean ending to it, and she goes and she pulls that shit. But you'll never get to that in the anime. They never got that far. They stopped at like season 7.
Oh, I'm sure it gets ridiculous. I mean, I wonder if they're like with the JoJo's anime. I wonder if they're gonna end up doing it all. I know they said they're gonna do it all, but that's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, but no, the Rama thing. In case you didn't guess, he's never cured. That's not the problem.
Oh, I realized he was never cured.
They actually destroyed. They go back to China because because these Chinese martial arts terrorists kidnapped the Kane for some reason, and they're the guardians of that fucking spring where all of the transformations happen. And at the end of it, Rama beats the bad guy and blows the entire place up. So every single one of them, which would be Shampoo, Moose, Ryoga, him, and a couple other people, are stuck like that forever. So that's not the problem, because he came to terms with. The problem was that they were set up to be married, and the wedding gift that the guy from Jusenkyo, it was the god, gave him was like the last thing of the cure, and Haphosai drank it. So him and Rama had a fight, and they ruined the wedding, and then it was just some bullshit where it had one of those open endings, even though they've clearly loved each other since fucking chapter 4. It's just
it's a will they, won't they, forever?
It is a will. No, it's not. It's a will they, won't they. It's when for that fucking series. And it should have ended a long fucking time ago like that.
So it's when forever.
Yeah, and it just pissed me the hell off, and it pissed off a lot of people, and it just goes to show you how much of a hack of a writer she turned into. Then she went on to write fucking Inuyasha, which was god-awfully abysmal.
Well, I mean, it happens all the time. I mean, John Hughes, the guy who wrote Breakfast Club, also wrote the Beethoven movies.
Her peak was Mason Ikaku and Urasei Yutsaru, and then Rama 1/2 was good for its stride. Then she just at the last chapter she decided to give it a shit ending, or I should say a non-ending, and then she just fucking wrote Inuyasha, which started out strong, but created the plot armor villain, which was fucking ridiculous, and that drug out longer than it needed to.
Oh god, Naraku was so terrible.
It wasn't that bad of a villain for the early parts. I could understand if you wanted to keep him around, but that should have been a 50-chapter manga, because they just stretched that ridiculously long. In fact, 50 chapters...
How many pieces does that thing break into?
Almost broken into 1,000. And just to fucking kill that son of a bitch. He almost died so many goddamn times, but the plot saved him. I don't know how many times he was blown apart, but he always kept coming because a piece of him lived.
Ugh.
And then at the end of it, he fucking fuses with the jewel, and surprise, surprise, they fire a goddamn arrow into it and shatter it again, and that kills him. But let me get you started on fucking Inuyasha. I hate finished that. I had to know how it ended because I invested so much time in it.
I don't know. I just stopped being interested.
Right now she's writing some fucking thing about Shinigami or some shit. I don't know. It's not doing too well, if she's even doing that still at all.
Oh, I also bought a dour my favorite kind of show, a dour 90s cyberpunk anime.
Ooh. What'd you buy?
Text No Lies.
Okay.
I bought it from the Funimation booth, and it's they just re-released it. You know, they reprinted it.
Cool. How much?
$40. It's $40 for all the episodes on DVD.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. It's very cerebral. It's like, I know it's worked on by the same guy who worked on Lane.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that's what you're going to expect out of that.
Well, I'll pick it up then. At some point.
Let's see, what else? What else would
I
have
got
gone?
some. Actually, I got a re-release in Europe Basically, if you like Gurren Lagann, they are releasing it in Europe. Now, you can find the import site. They're selling the Blu-rays, actually, the TV series for. It comes out to about 65 American, or they have a complete edition which has the TV show and the movies for, and like an art book and some additional stuff for like 150. It's not the cheapest, but
So that's
know,
including shipping and everything, right?
I don't know if it includes shipping, but I mean, it's
It's
the
certainly a
TV.
better deal than Aniplex.
Yeah,
That's.
and you're getting Blu-rays too.
I mean, we're gonna have to. If this is a deal that we're gonna have to import stuff from Europe to get better prices, what is this?
Yeah, I mean, the PS4 is region free, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
so
so.
you should have no problem playing Blu-rays anyway.
Also, we went to the Aniplex panel. Aniplex is still the devil. There was still that one shill there, holding up all the DVDs
Is that
and
the
Blu-ray
same
box
guy?
sets. It was
Yeah,
the
it's,
same
it's
guy.
the same guy sitting in the same exact spot as last year. It's kind of sad.
No, that's just the way how they are. They need this seriously. Yeah, we're working on our prices. Yeah, it'll be a cold day in hell.
Yeah,
I
they're
pay $200 for
when they say
26 episodes of
when they
Fake
say
Stay
working on
Night.
their prices, they mean they're starting to get the lubrication ready. That's what they're working on.
No, but what? Oh yeah, I got destroyed trying to do that. What's it called? Game show quiz. I don't know where they
Oh,
pulled those. I don't know where they
what kind
pulled
of
those
questions?
questions from. But man, I that was the first for me that I couldn't do it.
Yeah, what kind of questions do they have?
Well,
Like,
first of all, they asked me about free, which
oh,
well, that was one of the questions. It was like 5 of them. Match the color of the bathing suit with the character from Free. I'm like, why the fuck would I even know that?
I don't watch the bathing suit. That's
I'm like, well, first of all, I'd have to watch Free, and that's nothing but cheap fan service for women.
That
It's
means I have
it's
to
it's a
watch.
KyoAni shill show.
hey, those some of those guys are pretty good looking.
No, I definitely have to watch it.
Yeah, all it is a bunch of guys who take every opportunity to take their clothes off. That is
You don't understand. I was in a swim team before. I know exactly what I'm getting into.
okay.
I have a feeling they probably won't be doing much swimming.
Yeah, probably
Oh,
not.
It looks like
they
a crappy
swim.
slice of. It looks like a crappy slice of life show.
Oh, they swim. They usually end up swimming in places they're not supposed to swim. That's how I only watched one episode. That's how the first episode worked. They snuck into different places and swam in them. In fact, now those cosplayers from last year make more sense.
Jumping into the fountain.
Yes.
I
That
wouldn't want to swim in that fountain. It's full of hobo piss.
Nobody would want to swim in that fountain.
But we went into the overclock panel.
Oh yeah, OC Remix panel. Oh yeah, you guys know OC Remix, right?
Yeah.
So you download all the people remix. Oh, maybe
Video
Scattershot
game.
wants to come in. They remix video game music,
And
and
I got the EVEP, which is really good. Except for I don't like Umbreon's I don't like that one's track, but the rest of them are good.
I thought Umbreon's was all right.
I'm just not I like a minor chord, but I don't like the entire thing to be in a minor chord.
Yeah, Umbreon's like all industrial.
Which is it conflicts with the rest of the soundtrack because the rest of them are pretty upbeat and light, where that one's kind of really
Hello.
it's kind of grating on me.
Well, just look at Umbreon. Well, just look at Umbreon compared to the other evolutions.
I know, but still.
What happened with Pokemans?
EVEP by Overclock Remix.
Ooh, cool.
If you want, when we all reunite in a couple weeks, I can flash drive you a copy of it, or I'll probably bring. I don't know if I'll bring the physical CD with me.
That would be awesome for my radio show. That would be amazing, actually.
I also bought the at the OC Remix panel. I bought the apparently OC Remix was commissioned by Capcom to do something for the 25th anniversary of Mega Man.
Yeah, for an everlasting peace.
I got that for $5 off.
Nice.
So I'm sure you already have it.
I already have it. I play it on my show at Bloom. It's damn good.
Oh, it's pretty. Some of them are pretty crunchy, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And the OC Remix panel is really cool. I always try to get there every year. So it's like what they did was, hey, we're gonna announce some albums we're working on. Spend maybe 5 minutes saying what we actually do, because it really doesn't take that long to explain what they do. And yeah, we're out of time, so let's have a Shaq Fu tournament.
Which is hilarious. That old man kicks some ass.
Old man and Shaq Fu is OP. The cane takes out at least a third of the other person's health. No lie, one hit. The cane is ridiculous.
That's OP, yo.
I mean, in a game where you could play as Shaq and Shaq's not OP, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Did they use Shaq? I don't remember.
I think the first time someone used Shaq.
Okay.
Now, are they playing the original Shaq Fu on a console?
No, it was emulated.
Oh,
That'd be way too much trouble to hook up to the projector.
true. That's true.
Yeah. We also went through a game like weird games you never heard of, and there was some good ones. I actually bought one of them. I bought Winter Voices, which I'll talk about when we get to video games and how pretty good it is.
What is it, like PC games or?
Some PC games I think they had 2 Japanese Android
The dating
iOS
sim.
games.
No.
They talked about the bird dating sim.
And then we went to a dating sim, create your own thing.
Yeah, make your own dating sim workshop, and
That was funny as all get out.
that was funny. I think some of the other people should be. I think some of the other ones need to be watched by the FBI. That's yeah, I'm not for that kind of thing, but hearing some of their ideas, I might need to make a few exceptions.
Yeah.
But we were definitely taking the wrong angle at it.
Yeah, we ended up making something actually interesting. It's you're a mystery element, and you're at a high school where all the love interests and everyone else represents chemical elements. And you
You have to find who you bond with.
Yes, you have to find who you bond with.
Yeah,
that's
our main love
great.
interests were hold on.
Sulfur, carbon, and iron.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and then the comedy relief was Einsteinium.
Yeah, and Einsteinium, since it degrades quickly, he like dies all the time when he's about to tell you something important.
Oh, and there was fluorine.
Yeah, fluorine. He's just the crazy one who tries to bond, who can bond with everything.
But it ends up like eating them.
Yeah,
And then we had the Ray Gang.
the Ray Gang, Alpha, Beta, and Gamma Rays, and they go around beating people up. So yeah, it was great. Yeah, we other people just tried to make something just as stupid and funny as possible. We went actually good, and I think we made a mistake in doing that.
But hey, now we have the concept for
A dating sim.
and you said that you
Oh,
know
I-
of a thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes dating sims. So
Yeah, Doppel linked me to that. A dating sim engine. Plus the
Oh
whole-
yes.
Yeah, the whole. I mean, it's a simple thing. It's dating sims
Yeah,
aren't
it's
that
like a
hard.
simple scripting language.
Yeah, it's
All
like
it is
oh,
is-
I mean, visual novels aren't the most complicated things. Let's
Yeah.
be real here. No, Scattershot, you missed me talking about my JoJo's figure.
Silver Chariot.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my god, it's so cool.
I think I found a few clips of the dub that you saw on YouTube.
Yeah, were they like cam rips?
No, they weren't cam rips. I don't know how they got it if they weren't cam rips, but
It could probably be
There
just.
was somebody sitting in front of us who I think was filming it.
Yeah, I think so.
But you're right. I do like the voices.
Yeah,
Abdul-
I mean, I do like Avdol because he sounds like someone who's actually from Egypt. Where they actually do the accent. Because that's the thing. That's why I like dubs for a show like JoJo's or Black Lagoon, because I can't understand if someone is trying to do an accent in Japanese.
yeah. Yeah.
I know that happens. I know there are different dialects of Japanese. I cannot tell them apart.
Mhm.
But with English, you can easily convey that.
But at one point, just randomly on YouTube, I found like the original Stardust Crusaders OVA and the
That's
English
hilarious.
for that. It is hilarious. I love Dio's voice from that, and I'm kind of sad that Dio doesn't have the same voice, but it still works.
Oh, Dio.
I have some Dio to talk about when we get to Vidya James.
All right, I am kind of sad that they're not starting off with Phantom Blood.
Yeah, that would be great. I want to hear Zappelli's voice in English. Hey, baby!
Zappelli. I love Leonardo Zappelli. I don't know. I think part 2 is my favorite so far. Not that part 3 isn't awesome.
Oh yeah, part 3 is incredible. I just love Joseph Joestar.
Yeah, I think, and that's when we went to the JoJo's posing panel.
Which was hilarious.
Oh my god, I wish I could have been there. That'd been great.
One of the chick who was
pop.
running you got to do the booty pop. The chick who was running the panel was like, "Yeah, Joseph Joestar's best JoJo," and very few people argued.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Oh, do you want to talk about your purchases there, Zebra?
I didn't really buy much. The only things that I bought that are of interest are, I got 2 shirts. One I'm wearing today, actually. You all know Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
Well, I've got an Evolution version of it.
Yeah, it's Eevee jumping in and a bunch of other Eevees jumping out. Now,
I know
normally,
that design. It's great.
I don't like pop culture mashups, but that one works. I think it works.
And don't you have the is it Squirtle in a pocket, or is it
Yeah, I have Squirtle. It's red that has Charmander.
Well, I have Toothless in a pocket.
You have what in a pocket?
How to Train Your Dragons? Toothless?
Oh, nice.
The little Night Fury? Yeah, I have him in a pocket.
That's awesome.
So those are my 2 shirts, and I got a badass leather hat, like a top hat.
Yeah, you got us beat on most expensive purchase.
$200 for a handmade leather hat.
Holy shit.
I really wanted that.
It better give you superpowers.
Nah.
It is a very nice hat, though.
No, but I figured I got for 1 week. Like I think it was like it was one paycheck. I think it was last month. I got like $400, so I figured I can splurge a little.
Yeah.
All right.
With my crappy lifeguard job.
You're making more money than me with my crappy cashier job, so be thankful.
Make sure those kids don't poop in the pool. All right. Anyone have any news for anime?
Nah, that's it.
Yeah. New season's still going strong. I haven't dropped any shows really, so yeah, that's still good.
Oh, I started watching Squid Girl, so.
Are you squidding me?
Yeah, I have joined the Inkvasion. I don't have any squid puns. Those are the 2. Those are the jokes, guys.
Oh boy.
That's a show. I find it funny.
You're squidding me. Alright.
Shall we move on to Oh, go ahead. To the tabletops and comics.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, what happened to D&D last Friday?
I was at Otakon.
Otakon.
Oh, duh. What am I thinking? I took off work and everything, and I completely skipped my mind.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I told you.
No, it's just like, huh,
Just
I
sitting
wonder
there
where
and-
everybody is.
just on roll 20, be like, guys, where are you?
Guys. Uh,
But we slew a dragon last time. That was fun.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was. And I learned how to use sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
We went
You
see
never did.
that crap.
You never did tell me if I made the dragon's skull into a helmet.
I'll figure that one out. Oh, I have to look. It's because I think I read something about that one time. If not, I'll make something up.
All right.
You waterboarded a dwarf,
No, it was a gnome.
a gnome, or whatever.
I didn't waterboard a gnome. You waterboarded a gnome. Warren and I were off being lawful goods somewhere else. You guys were waterboarding a gnome.
All because the only reason they waterboarded him because he talked back to them. He was.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You were engaging in enhanced interrogation as told by the great sages Cheney and Bush.
It was no, I told you it was enhanced interrogation by the great sages.
Well, first of all, I'm starting to, our good friend the Bread Pirate Roberts was right when he said that NPCs should just stay away from PCs because they usually end up dying.
Yeah.
Because you guys impaled the butler. I mean, he was undead, but
Almost
still,
drowned a gnome.
he almost drowned a gnome and threatened him.
But we didn't kill the guy in the cage yet, so...
I'm waiting for it.
The guy building the pillars, or whatever.
Yeah. You're probably not going to kill him.
Ye of little faith.
All right. Yeah, that's what happened in D&D. Oh, there's
Oh, I won't be making it this week.
to D&D.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to be helping my brother move into South Carolina.
That's a decent reason. What time are we
8
starting?
hours away.
Because I couldn't get off I couldn't get off this Friday, but I'm going to be back at 9:30.
Yeah, 9:30 is fine. 9:30, 10 o'clock. That's fine.
All right.
But Fantasy Flight is doing a new Star Wars game.
Ooh.
I think, from what I read, it's kind of like the Star Wars miniatures game, but it's a standalone two-player board game.
Cool.
So it's
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
so it's not as much of a slippery slope.
Speaking of Fantasy Flight, they're making an XCOM game.
Oh yeah, I remember I linked that to you the other week.
Oh yeah. The interesting thing is it actually has a mobile app that you need with the game to play it.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what it. I only read. They only have a brief preview of it, so I'm not sure what that app does. I'm sure it does something to do with like some kind of randomization, or maybe it keeps track of where aliens are invading.
Yeah, the thing about XCOM is it's not only where aliens are invading, but it's a huge like time thing where you have to manage your time, and XCOM is a really in-depth game when you go into it.
Oh, okay. I just found that Star Wars game. It's called Star Wars Armada. Judging by the size and the fact that there's a huge Star Destroyer, I think it's meant for like it's meant for more large-scale fleet combat.
Mhm.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's a
God.
slippery slope. Why did you show me that?
I'll link it. I'll link it to you.
I'm looking at it
Send to
right
me.
now. It's a good thing I don't
Send
have
it to
anyone
me.
near me to play this with me, or else I'd be in trouble.
That is so nice. Oh,
I'd be
man.
I'd be in really big trouble. I gotta tell you.
Look at that.
Send that to me, Frank. Then.
I'll send it to you. I'm gonna
Here, Frank, link it to me. Hold on.
What? Easy. Okay, there you go. And there you go. But I know they're starting to release all their stuff because Gen Con is around the corner, so we're gonna hear a lot about the tabletops and a lot about board games. So keep an eye out for things from like Onyx Path and I I know that sound. That's the sound if I'm gonna drop money on this.
No.
Speaking of Star Wars, how's your 3D puzzle going? Don't kill me.
Yeah,
You have a 3D puzzle.
What's
yes.
the Millennium Falcon?
Oh, I guess you're having fun with it.
Really, this
It
is
was
how
a
much
it
this
was a
miniature.
present. I had good intent.
Yes, the intent was good.
Okay, looking at the Star Wars game, it all depends on how much the miniatures cost.
No, this is Star Wars. Yeah, this is all the miniatures are in the same thing. I think.
Oh, so you don't have to buy expansion sets.
Well, I'm sure they will have expansion
Well,
sets.
but I mean, the whole game is included with this, right?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Rebel and Imperial fleets fight for the fate of the galaxy in Star Wars
Right.
Armada, the two-player miniatures game.
Because I remember, I think it was Star Wars or Star Trek, one of them. They had this miniatures thing, and they just sold them like by the pack. You know.
Yeah, that's Star Wars. That's Fantasy Flight also has that, and that's more small scale fighter combat.
Right.
But this is Armadas,
Okay.
and it looks like the Empire has one large ship, and the Rebels have two medium ones. So I guess they're doing the whole,
Yeah.
Rebels are more agile, and the Empire is more boom boom. Let's have some power here. Yeah, but it looks according to Fantasy Flight, it's $100,
Ah, too much for my blood.
but it's always less on Amazon.
Yeah. Still too much for my blood, though.
I know what you mean, but it's gonna always tempt me for the rest of my days. What usually gives me like a yay or nay on this kind of thing when I see somebody playing it online. If I see somebody play it online, I'm like, hey, that's really fun. That's usually when I decide to buy it.
No. This, I don't know, it doesn't seem to me like I would spend the money. Maybe like for like a $40, but to me, when I buy a board game, I'm not big on the miniatures. I'm more like, buy a board game like Arkham Horror or something expansive like that.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. Yeah, I'll see how it plays
Yeah.
by watching it online, and then I'll decide to get it. But the miniatures look really nice.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Fantasy Flight is basically doing what Games Workshop should be doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
Oh,
right.
Grace, you forgot something that you bought at Otakon that kind of fits into board games.
Oh
Your
yeah,
Red Redders.
yeah. I bought speaking of board games, I did buy a board game at Otakon. It's a small game. It's called. I spent $11 on it. It's called Love Letter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a special edition of Love Letter. It's Legend of the Five Rings. Normally, Love Letter is it's set in like a medieval Renaissance kind of thing where you're trying to woo the lady. This one's set in like samurai times, and essentially it's up to 4 players, and each player has to deliver a love letter to the lady, try to woo the lady, and people in your hand are different courtiers who are closer to the lady. Like the sensei is closer than the common guard. So, and each one has different abilities when you discard it, and you draw one and play one. And like the guard, you name a card, and if somebody has that card in their hand, they're out for the round. So you kind of got to count the cards that are in the discard pile. Like there's only one sensei. So if a bunch of cards are discarded, it's near the end of the round. Somebody probably has the sensei. So it's that, and there's a lot of plays in it. It's really cool. I ended up winning the first game I played, but yeah, I highly recommend it. It's very simple to learn, and it has a deep strategy to it, and it's about 20 minutes to play a game of it, so it's quick and fun. And there's only 16 cards, so there's not much cleanup, or not very little cleanup at all. In fact,
And the little bricks that count as the little letters.
yeah, it has the wooden blocks that are in every like Euro board game. But this is actually made by Seiji Kanai, and it's actually made by a Japanese guy. But yeah, there's a bunch of different editions of it. Like I said, I got the Japanese edition because I'm Otakon, and it comes with a nice felt pouch too. And it has it actually has the symbols from the Book of Five Rings on the back of it. So yeah, I really like this kind of thing. So I highly recommend it, definitely. I mean, it's $11. It's not bad at all, and plus you can teach anybody it in like 5 seconds. Yeah, actually, I beat our friend Spike in the last round with a complete guess, though. That was
Nice.
ridiculous. Anything else for board games or tabletops you guys want to talk about?
Not that I can think of.
Mm-mm.
All right, moving on to the technology.
I really got nothing.
I technically got my new phone.
What did you select?
I'm getting the Galaxy 5.
Okay.
Good choice.
Yeah, oh, that's a good choice.
I don't have it right now because they didn't. The dealer that I went to didn't have it in stock, so it'll actually be at the dealer tomorrow, but I won't be in that town near the shop until Thursday, so I'm getting it Thursday.
Alright.
So.
September-
Excited for it.
I suppose this is tangentially connected to technology, but I'm going to be picking up a second show because of my ridiculous amount of free time when I go back to Bloomsburg.
Oh, what's the show?
We don't have a name for it yet, but my mass communications advisor was thinking of starting his own radio show where he talks about technology and asked me if I would co-host with him, and I said I would. So,
Technology good.
technology good. There's a show name right there. I'll run it by him.
Technology good. And that's a good logo too. It does have like a bunch of cavemen beating up the logo.
Bunch of cavemen with like
I am
iPads.
bad.
Technology good.
Just say it like Frankenstein's monster.
Yes. Yeah, that's gonna be fun when it comes around.
Yeah. You know, that's I might listen to it. I know. Do they still do streaming?
Yep. You
Okay.
can listen to the stream at www.awdio.com/WBUQ91-1.
Yes, I'll be on that.
Totally don't have that memorized. We'll plug it at the end of every show or not.
I'll call you. I'll call in.
Totally. Nice. Call in and totally show up everyone on the show. God damn it!
All right.
I got
Oh
I got
yes.
two quick tech things. First of all, Apple's announcing a new iPhone September, I think 9th.
Oh, it's that
cares.
time of the year again.
Yep.
So I got
And,
the new iPod.
Oh, how is it?
It's the iPod Nano. The only reason why I bought it is because I needed more space. But I mean, it's kind of basic right now. Not much you can, do with it, like modifying it with like backgrounds and whatnot. But I mean,
It does what you wanted to do.
it does what I want it to do. It holds all my music.
Aight.
Also, they're making a levitating Bluetooth speaker.
Levitating.
What?
Yeah,
What?
it has a magnetic base that you have to plug in, and the speaker actually like levitates.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
such a gimmick. Oh my god.
That
Oh,
is
how,
a-
So it's a maglev type thing?
It is have like a magnetic base you plug in, and then the speaker levitates on top of it.
that must have some have some like amazing shielding on those speakers.
Yeah,
It's-
seriously.
Oh, that is such a gimmick. That is. Oh my god. That people are gonna buy
it's
the crap out of that.
$180 for a Bluetooth speaker that levitates.
People
So
are gonna
it's-
buy the crap out of it.
It's a gimmick.
Yeah.
I wonder if our friend T-Train's gonna buy it.
Probably. Oh,
And
I
it
don't know if
probably
I don't
sounds
know
like
if-
shit.
I don't know if any of you know, but T-Train's actually not moving back into the house this semester.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Aww.
Yeah, he's getting an apartment somewhere else in town, which means he's kind of just ditching the friend that he recruited to be our sixth guy.
Well, it looks like he might not have that friend anymore.
Which means we're probably also going to get another random roll of who's going to be the sixth roommate of the house.
That should be fun.
I hope you don't. I hope you guys don't get a Dave.
Oh, please no.
All right. I guess we can move on to video games.
Before we say anything else, I think I found a strange GIF that has something to do with video games. What was the name of that animated Legend of Zelda series?
The animated one?
Yeah. Yo, excuse me, princess.
I think that was just Legend of Zelda, the animated series.
Probably. I found a scene where it appears that Link throws a bomb, leaps onto his shield, and then bomb surfs off of the explosion on his shield into the distance.
I wouldn't doubt that. That show was pretty ridiculous.
Food for thought. Anyway, back to video games. I mentioned I had Dio news.
Yes.
I'm doing a Dio build in Dark Souls 2.
How do you do a Dio build in Dark Souls 2?
Well, for one, I named myself Konowa Dioda! And then spent like 45 minutes making myself look like Dio in the character creator. But my ultimate plan is to get to rank 3 of the Champions Covenant, which gives me the ring that has my bare fists then scale off of my strength level.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Punch him.
Yeah, then I'm going to get the Ring of Blades +2, which just gives more attack damage. And then I'm going to get another ring from the DLC that gives you more attack damage the lighter your equipment load is. And since I'm not going to have any weapons equipped, I'm going to be like super light. And then I'm just going to work on grabbing up all the stuff for the cosplay after that, which is probably going to involve the eye-bleedingly yellow Xanthos set. Because I'm Season 3 Dio. So far it's going decently well. I've killed 2 of the 4 old ones with nothing but my fists.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. But I'm going to have to see if I can't find some sort of spell that will give me an effect similar to Sawaldo.
I'm
I
sure you
don't-
can find something like that.
I'm not sure what I could find that would help me stop time.
Or maybe they'll think of something in the
Next
Super
DLC.
DLC. Yeah.
The next one is coming out the 28th of August, and I'm pumped for it. Because it's Crown of the Old Iron King, which means we're going to get more lava. It's going to be good.
Lava's always good.
Yep.
Okay, so today was the 2 big Gamescom press conferences, Sony and Microsoft. I watched both. First, we're going to start with Sony because most of the press conference was we have indie games for our system, and indie games, and more indie games.
Yeah, that seems to be another buzzword that's been
Yeah.
being thrown around a lot.
And Sony was going crazy with the indie games. Like, that's all they show basically the whole. Like, they started out the press conference before it started with videos of like the order and stuff, which was fun. And then they talked about indie games, and then how Tearaway is coming to the PS4,
Which is weird.
and more indie games, and I think they talked about something else. Then more indie games, and they say goodbye. Now, Microsoft, on the other hand, they actually showed a lot of stuff. They went into detail about, the Halo Master Chief Collection, which looks like, if you're a Halo fan, that is a hell of a deal.
Yeah, if you're a Halo fan, you'll love it.
Isn't that coming to PC?
Oh, hell no.
I thought that Amazon had made a mistake where they posted it as coming to PC.
That's a good one.
If I wish it was, that'll be awesome. But I don't think it's going to do that.
Yeah, it's the 4 games. There's like 100-some multiplayer maps. They have like a remix mode where you can actually remix the campaign missions into like a playlist. So.
Oh wow, that's pretty neat. I want to play some of your favorite missions.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up getting it then because I actually love Halo.
Well, it's Xbox One only.
Ah, fuck.
But I mean, it looks like a great deal for Xbox One owners. They also announced 2 new Xbox Ones, the Call of Duty and the Sunset Overdrive editions.
Call of Duties.
Yeah. They actually showed new Call of Duty, and while I do not like Call of Duty, this one looks actually not half bad. I mean,
It looked interesting.
yeah.
It's different. That I'll give it that.
Well,
Yeah.
they have to be different by this point. People are starting to actually get tired of it.
It looks actually half decent. They showed some indie games, of course, but they also showed the new Remedy game, which doesn't look half bad either. I forget the name of it. Xbox has the exclusive. The new Tomb Raider game is Xbox One exclusive for now.
It's usually
It's usually timed, but
yeah. I hate that kind of thing. But then I don't like Tomb Raider anyway.
all in all, I think Microsoft actually attempted to show something other than the 6,000 indie games that are coming out.
Yeah.
So.
I forgot something for tech, but this kind of works for video games because there's the new Windows Phone with Cortana in it,
Yeah, their
Yeah.
answer to Siri.
Mm-hmm.
and they went and got the voice actor for Cortana to do all the voice commands and everything.
Now, will it start now? When your Windows Phone gets too old, will the AI in it start to degrade and go crazy?
I hope so.
That's when you know you need an upgrade.
it starts taking itself to death. Hey, can I get to a coffee shop?
The problem with that is it's still Windows Phone, so who the fuck cares?
Yeah, I know one of our friends has Windows Phone, and he doesn't even have Snapchat on it. He has to get some kind of third-party kind of Snapchat.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I also bought yesterday the Game of Thrones RPG game for PS3 because it was $3. I will give a report on that next week.
Okay. I purchased a very interesting game. I purchased all the episodes because I loved it so much. It's called. We actually, and I this is what I mentioned before when I talked about the panel. It's called Winter Voices.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Steam. There is a demo out, so you can try it out. It's all about dealing with what? It's all about dealing with depression, and you see when it starts out, your father dies and you burn him on a funeral pyre. So yeah, it's that kind of game, and the graphics are very simplistic. My only problem is it's written in Adobe Air, so it's you get some glitches sometimes, but other than that, the art style, the backgrounds are really nice. The character models are not good, but the backgrounds are really nice, and the music is just great. and all of your it's a tactical RPG. You know, with the top down, where you take turns going. It's like one of those turn-based strategy RPGs. But
Yeah.
the big twist is you don't actually do combat.
Huh.
You don't fight anything. You see all the quote unquote enemies are like repressed memories, and there's traps called like dangerous discoveries, and you have to push them away. You have to move away from them. You have to summon other things to kind of get in their way. It's more about movement and
More about
and
movement, less about killing.
than it is about combat. And there is this huge sphere grid for it's basically a sphere grid of abilities, and all the abilities are like different coping mechanisms. Like there's ex nihilo, which is kind of creativity, which allows you to summon things. There's resilience, which is what I'm doing right now, which makes you stronger, like gives you regeneration and gives you more movement abilities. There's things to put up shields. There's making enemies invisible, making enemies disappear for a few turns, turning into enemies. So it's really cool. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, speaking of games no one's heard about, maybe you guys have heard about this one and can convince me on whether or not I should listen to my friend when he says I should buy it. Have any of you heard of 100% orange juice?
That's on the resale for Steam.
Yeah, it's like $3. Buy it.
No, it's on sale on Groupies right now, and if you buy another game for like $1, you get it for 50 cents.
Buy it.
Oh, it's a group of shit. I gotta check this out.
Okay, well, if you guys say so, I guess what I'm doing after the show.
Yeah, I mean, it's that kind of game. You're gonna the story you're gonna get out of it is gonna be worth the money you're paying for it.
All right, because he's been begging me for the past week.
I just got a new Vita game that I've been downloading, and it just finished.
Oh, there's a demo. There's a demo for 100% orange juice.
Isn't it basically Kawaii Anime Girls, the Mario Party? Or whatever?
That's what it looks like, but there is a free demo, so you can check it out.
Okay.
Check the reviews. See some Steam reviews. Okay, Mario Party
Wait.
is 100 times harder than Dark Souls 2 and 100 times more anger-inducing than Mario Party.
Well, now I gotta play it. It's got everything I love.
Also, it's for people who are somewhat masochistic and enjoy a constant struggle with the unstoppable force known by many as RN Jesus.
Oh. Praise the great Lord RN Jesus.
So this review is by some guy named Dude, DOOD. So thanks, Dude, for that.
Yeah.
For that stellar review.
Piece of insight. Alright. Well,
Why is this game rage-inducing?
Because it's Mario Party.
It's Mario Party with dice rolling.
With kawaii anime girls.
Oh, this looks stupid. I want it. I just bought Akiba's Trip.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh boy.
I can't wait to play Undead and Undressed.
Which one's Akiva's Trip? What's that for?
Vita, PS3, PS4, and the PS4 version's coming in November.
Okay.
So I had to play it because it's called Akiba's Trip, Undead and Undressed, and that's where I go around Akibahara punching vampires and stripping them and throwing them into the sunlight.
Is that's not the one where you give them the rub, is it? Or is that
No, that's Monster Girls. Get your dirty weeb games right.
Yeah, that's the masturbation card game that you're thinking of.
Did you find anybody at Otakon to help?
I never turned on the Vita the entire time, and I barely turned on my 3DS because I was in panels like 90% of my time.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I gotta buy this shitty game. This game looks fucking terrible. All right, it's only $2. It's mine.
Is this online? Is it online?
No, 100% orange juice.
No, I mean, is it
hell
online
yeah.
multi? Oh my god!
Wait. I don't know if it is.
I'm pretty sure it is because Jesse's been begging me to play it with him.
Playable by up to 4 players online. All right, I know what we're
Jesus.
doing.
Yes.
This game
Well-
looks terrible. I want it, and it's
It's
only
kawaii.
$2.93.
It's kawaii as fuck, and pretty much all the commands are in English. Because I've been hearing them through his headset on Skype, and it's like, player 1, here you go! Shit like that. It's
Okay,
so-
okay. Don't even talk to me anymore about it. I just bought it.
Well, me too.
It looks fucking stupid. I cannot resist.
Oh boy.
So did I.
So did I.
Oh boy, he's gonna be. This is exciting. I can't wait.
This is like it's gonna be like playing Board Game Online, but more kawaii.
Mm-hmm.
And probably the music's gonna be better. Okay, so anything else for video games?
No, that's it.
All right,
Um,
so
There's a Steam. If you're in the Steam beta, there's a Steam new UI out.
Oh.
They updated UI finally for like after how many years?
yeah, this isn't like Facebook where they update the UI every 5 seconds. When Steam does it, it's something big.
Yep.
Did you check it out? Did you see any screenshots?
Are you in the beta? Steam beta?
No.
It looks a lot different. It looks
Okay.
cleaner, slimmer. It's it's updated. It's
So
nicer.
as long as it's usable, as long as they have
Oh, yeah.
usability in mind.
Yeah, they added some new features. You can now actually hide games from your library.
Oh, cool.
So those games you never play, you can just hide them. Like my 8,000 indie games I own.
Yeah, that's the thing. You buy a bundle for $3 of that one game you want to play, and then it comes with all these other games.
Pretty much.
All right. Anything else? Sort of the final thoughts.
No, that's it.
Okay, so thanks to 100% Orange Juice, this may be the last podcast because we're all gonna hate each other.
Probably.
So,
Aw.
oh, you're already playing it.
Yeah, I'm already playing it.
Downloaded it that quickly?
Oh, I know. I know. It looks fucking. I know. It's $2. How could I not? It's $3. How could I not?
All right, everyone, thank you all for listening.
Last minute, for those of you who have been hiding under the rocks, Robin Williams dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
So go watch Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji, Aladdin.
And cry.
Go
I'll
go
watch-
go cry in a corner.
I'll watch 1 Hour Photo. That's my favorite one. Robin Williams.
Weeboo.
Save it for next.
Get this shit over with. We need to play this.
Everyone, thank you all for listening.
Bye.
Have a great night.
What have I done?